Hey, and welcome to Couch Conversations on Worship. I have with us today Josh Tilley, the man, the legend of worship around here. He is no stranger to YouTube videos with myself. We've recorded a few in the past together. I'm finally excited to have you on Couch Conversations just to sit you down and kind of pick your brain a little bit on worship. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, man, anytime. I don't know about that legend part, but you know, well, I definitely do try. So
well, I'll over this interview, I'll make sure everybody sees what I'm talking about. How about that?
that
There we
sounds
go.
good.
So to get started off, what does a typical week look like for you as a worship pastor?
Ooh, I I think with me, it can be different from week to week.
Yeah.
Especially in a bivocational role, which is what I'm in. Um, you know, I, and I don't know what it's like to be a full time music minister or in full time ministry because
Mm-hmm.
I've always been bivocational.
Same.
But
Yeah.
but for me, I just have to take it really one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and and I'm the type person, and Megan is she has kind of helped mold me into this because I'm the type person that I always have to plan ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be one step ahead. And with bivocational ministry, you have your full time work aspect from day to day that you have to go do as well. And then and you know what this is like being a husband, a father. You have your family life that you're trying to balance in that mix as well. So and with the church, we go through seasons in
Mm-hmm.
churches. Just like in our daily lives, the church will go through a season where we might have to be preparing or focusing on certain things. Like right now, I know it's September, but I am full steam ahead on Christmas at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about what's coming up in November and December.
Yeah.
And so and then we have um, our regular Sunday morning service. And uh, one music minister friend of mine told me, he said, the only problem with Sundays is they come around every week.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
we
I like
we
to say,
we always have to plan ahead. And
yeah.
like for us at our church, our music ministry, we have rehearsals on Wednesday nights where a lot of our other church members are in Bible study, RHGAs, things like that. Um, we try and have a time of rehearsal on Wednesday night. So for me, I'll make for sure I've got their music in. We use a tool called Planning Center,
Mm-hmm.
uh, where I can put it into a software program that's internet based and send it out to our team. And I try and do that at least by Monday,
Oh yeah.
and that way they'll have Monday night, Tuesday to to kind of look at everything. And then Miss Christie, our church administrator,
Mm-hmm.
which you know her very well,
Very well.
she keeps us all rolling in the right direction. And that'll give Miss Christie time too, because she's wonderful about printing everything out for us so that our team has printed documents, printed music when we get in there on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
And that gives her, a couple of days ahead of time to get everything printed. And so, Sunday's over. Monday, I'm focusing on the next Sunday at
Mm-hmm.
least, and looking toward Wednesday for rehearsal. And then, like I said, right now I'm trying to balance in there, getting ready for Christmas. And we also have a fall festival coming up at the end of October, that our music team, we've played at that fall festival the last couple of years. We've had it, and they really enjoy that. We usually do some old timey hymns.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with the red hymnal, paperback red hymnal, and the Heavenly Highways hymnal
Yeah. Yeah.
that was around years ago. But when we do that fall festival, we usually pull about 15 to 20 songs out of those
Yeah.
hymnals, and we'll play that at the fall festival. So I'm trying to plan for that also. And then we have a Thanksgiving service that I'm trying to get lined up too. So yeah, for me anyway, I'm always trying to think, okay, what's coming up next?
Yeah.
What's next Sunday, but then what's coming up in the next season? What do we
Mm-hmm.
have to prepare for down the road? Because, with us as music ministers, we're in that leadership role, and we we have responsibilities of, focusing and getting our whole team prepared for the next service.
That's right.
And so, and Megan's done a really good job. My wife is wonderful at helping me with this. I mean, um, just speaking for myself, it's as much her involved in music ministry as it is me.
Yeah.
So and if it wasn't for her, there's probably no telling what it would look like on a Sunday morning, because she, and then for her, even for Megan, every Sunday she's balancing getting the boys. We got 3-year-old and a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old that we're getting ready, and she's balancing getting them to church
That's
as
right.
well. And
Yeah.
she also plays bass on our worship team. So, for her, it's a whole another aspect that's added in there with her, as even with her helping me.
I feel like with bivocational, you always have to be prepared more.
Oh yeah,
because I feel like for a full time, and I've always dreamed of what that would be like for a full time worship pastor, a full time music minister, just to have that time Monday through Friday during the work week to focus on trying to plan and getting things lined up. But that's not a luxury that bivocational has, and so we have to delegate our time very wisely, like you said, with being a husband, a father, working a full time job, as well as
that's right,
worship. And I feel like if I wasn't trying to be a step ahead at all times, that I would fall so quickly behind everything. So I completely agree. Planning is definitely the key for my work week as well, or for my week, is in planning our worship sets and our worship practices. And I put a lot of emphasis on trying to plan the practices out as to, we need to be working on this and then this and then this right as we get started. Because I only have the band for 1 hour on Wednesdays, and nobody gets there right at time. So I really have them for about 40 minutes on Wednesdays, and then about 40 minutes before church service starts. So, I mean, all in all, I have them for a little over an hour before we actually play. So I agree. It's a lot of planning and trying to make sure you're using the best of your time together as a band and getting everybody on the same page.
Yeah.
It can be very difficult, but it's a lot of fun as well.